Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts Italian no, wait. Not Italian campaign, we're fighting the Italians! Is this something telling me that I have to start an Italian campaign? Huh. Maybe. But for now, let's focus on our Japanese campaign, shall we? Yes, indeed. Okay, we are naval invading Korea. We are pushing with some ground forces into Korea. Things are looking up. Last episode, of course, we had a very fun fight. Looking now, look at that. Our new battleship will soon be done next to our first group of modern destroyers. Let's hit the end turn and see what we can see. Oh, seriously? Well, it is a battleship. Do I want to auto-resolve against a battleship? No. Do I want to show a fight against a battleship? Well, just bits and pieces, I suppose. Right. Almost forgot to turn the recordings back on. Hello. Hello, AI. Nice seeing you here. Let's make sure my torpedo boats go more or less in the right direction. Please say thank you, just in case. You never know. Torpedoes are away on the first destroyer. Excellent. Turn off torpedo. Oh my god, both torpedoes detonated in the water. Did you see that? Talk about unlucky. Let's try that again, eh? Torpedoes away. On course. Aggressive torpedoes authorized on that group. Time to bail out. After all, we got a lot of torpedoes inbound soon. Detonated, excellent. Whoa, did you see that torpedo change course? It's annoying, have to dodge here now. Finally, torpedo hit. Just outside of torpedo range with that group. Same with this group. Well, let's move them in. Destroyers can disengage. I'm not going to use their short range torpedoes anymore. Missed. That sucks. Strange feeling you're gonna die though. Not quite sure why. Also, yikes. Activate torpedo avoidance, please. Okay, job done. Done. End battle. Ooh. Okay, and that was a bit messy. In my defense though, I'm not feeling too well right now. Sad thing, holiday coming up, and I'm starting to become ill. God damn it. Okay, we got plenty of capacity. I'm thinking about actually queuing up more destroyers. Also, yes, I did some recording. Sadly, something went wrong. Earlier today, and I tried to upgrade, make some upgrades for the ship, only to realize that not to mention building another battleship, and then I realized, goddammit, the recording doesn't work. So, yeah, grumpy me. I'll introduce the new ships later on. I haven't built anything yet, haven't done anything with them so far, but I'll introduce them later on. 12 destroyers being built. Yeah, we're slowly starting to... Ow. I'm gonna assume they were already damaged, okay? Germany failed to gain control over Scotland. How disappointing. Okay, look at the fleet damage here. That's pretty bad. Voda's auto-resolves, but there are hardly any Italian ships remaining here, so it should be fine. Honestly, should be fine. As we continue our struggle here. In terms of research, in case you're wondering, we got some very nice armor forging tech coming up, and in 7 months, Destroyer 2s. I'm not gonna focus it, and steam turbines coming up as well. We got some very fancy techs coming up here. Now, the Iwates, well, I did upgrade them, but yeah. The Iwates and the Yomoris have been upgraded from the old designs. Somewhere around here. There, the Iwate. Still one in service. These ships, it's mostly the speed. Here, let me put the Iwate, the original one. They're more or less the same, but as you can see, modified engines, extra guns added to them. And there, this one. In fact, no, I made them slower. You muppet. I was supposed to make them faster. Well, we got an engine upgrade at the very least, which is good. Yeah, they can't go much faster than that. Like 20.5, I believe, is the maximum for this hull. Otherwise, they just go insane. And I'm slowly turning these into mine layers rather than normal warships. Slowly phasing these out, but I'm gonna keep them in service. The other cruiser, Yomari. Yeah, Yomari did get the speed upgrade because she was 19 knots. Very slow. The Iwates, they were decently speed-wise. They got the extra gun, but otherwise I'm gonna keep her as the 11-inch, well, gun cruisers essentially. My pre-battle cruisers. Because that's frankly what they are. As we finish most of the repairs. I hate this. Oh, hello. I'm gonna do this one off screen quickly, I think. Not very interesting, I suppose, this fight. Okay, there we go. Job done. A couple of my destroyers got beaten up, but all in all, not too bad. Greece wants some new destroyers. Yeah, sure. You may have those. A cruiser against a cruiser, not really interested in that. One more turn, then we should have a first part of, well, oh my god, next turn we might actually get the entirety of Korea, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, I'm feeling it. I also feel the fact that China really does not like me. Is that a bad thing? Currently, yes, that's oh, damn it, that's the Soviet Union. That shows that I'm not paying attention. Okay, China, not a big issue if they don't dislike me. It's okay, it's okay. Nothing can happen. 1. Ground invasion successful. Did we get the rest of Korea as well? I don't know. Yes, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the entirety of Korea. I can die a happy man now. Even if they sink my entire fleet, I don't care. I don't care. We got Korea. Yeah! Woo! Ah, that felt really good. Oh my god, that felt really good. I thank Italy for its service. Sadly, I can't declare world peace just yet, but... Oh my god, this will mean no more supply ports for the Italian, essentially, well, from Africa. That is their only port that they have left. Also, I still like Germany here. But now it's time for me to do something I'm gonna hate doing, but I have to do it. Let's pull my fleets back home for repairs. Okay. Now, I'm gonna split up this main fleet here. Qingtao? Qingtao. Let's do that. And this fleet, we're going to move a couple here to Korea as well. Let's send the escorts with the heavy cruisers out towards that port. And prepare for some heavy repair costs, I suppose. Let's see. Repairing 2 ships. Repairing 41 ships. Yeah, that's what I mean. That said, though, our battleship is finished constructing. Also, go away. No one's getting anything right now. Missed a cruiser. I missed a spot. Italy, peace deal. Yes, please, because I got what I wanted from you. My next goal will be different. Oh, yes. First things first, though. Let's take a look at the repair status and commissioning status. And 1 month, 5 months, 3. Yeah, we're well over capacity, but even so, most repairs will be done pretty soon. Yeah, look at that. Only 18 ships now. I could do with the peace deal, to be honest. War continues. Albania of Italy has been taken by Greece. Interesting. China, improve relations, please. Oh, our dockyard finished constructing. That is good. That is good. 1 month for the new battleship. And that new battleship is gonna get, even though the port is full already. Oh man, that's full just with that battleship? Damn. Let's send 2 of these cruisers out to protect Davos. Davao, pardon me. Why did I say Davos? I don't know. Exterminate? I don't know. The Italians are still sending ships in. They might want to... AI might want to try to go for a counter action, I suppose. 1 month for Zoikaku's repair. Okay. That means now we can actually start looking for some upgrades. That is good. The destroyer, Kamikaze. Let's upgrade you. The Inoki class destroyers. Upgrade. Yes, please. And And well, we got some Goryus we can still upgrade. Fine, let's do so. Look at that. Refitting 3, 2, and 1 a month. Especially the destroyer upgrades will be very useful indeed. Very useful indeed, sir. Interesting. Do we have Inokis out? Do we still have ships out at sea? We do. East Asia? There. Let's go to Tainan. And Italy? Gonna ask you again for a peace deal. You hardly have any ships. It really would not do well for you to continue the struggle. Okay. 19-inch torpedo tubes. Nice. Greece wants some extra. Well, Greece is a good ally against Italy, so sure. You may have him. Still refitting 14 ships currently. However, I do want extra destroyers. Although these destroyers only do 30 knots, compared to the 33 on the Kamikaze, the Yamakazes have far higher firepower, especially in the gun department, so I'm gonna build more slower destroyers and let them act as fleet escorts, I think. I think that'll work. Also, 1 month we get the destroyer 2. Hold on. Hold on. New plan. New plan. Scrap those. Immediately again, next turn, we can design a new destroyer. And maybe get rid of the torpedo boats, I think. I agree, peace deal. Greece wants 2 heavy cruisers, sure. That'd be fine. I'm not really interested in the war anymore, I'll be honest. I'm hot. Ooh, I am tempted. Large cruiser and a large armored cruiser. Yes. Yes. That'll be interesting. Hull construction. Weight control. Nothing new on the battleship department yet. Ship design. New design, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new destroyer, the Destroyer 2 hull. I don't like the name. Kitakuzi. Narikaze. Matsu. I like Matsu. You can do what? 1100. 1100 ton. Gonna make you smaller and longer. Very long. It's a bit of an unstable firing platform like this, but let's bring you down to 33 knots. Maximum range. That will be vital, I think, for my needs. Semi-oil. I do want that. No questions asked. That's too much. I want only 2 funnels at best. Let's go over to induced. With 2 small funnels, 2 small smokestacks. Yes. 800 tons used right now. Okay. In terms of guns, what do we have? Mark 3, Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2. I'm actually tempted to go with 5-inchers. Get a bit of a bigger gun. Setup as well. Like so, 4 guns. Torpedoes. We can go 19-inch torpedoes. Oh damn, the weight was... Wait, no, the weight! No, I'm not happy now. 32 knots, that does help. Let's bring you down to 30 knots. Ooh, that does not help enough. Because frankly, what I want, at the very least, is this. 8 torpedo tubes. But that's 50 tons. Well, if I bring the range down, that's only 16 tons I have to save up somehow. If I get rid of the engines. Auxiliary engine is pretty good though. Okay, if I get rid of the mines completely. Yeah, then that's doable. Okay. I'm gonna pretend not seeing the message that we still need a secondary tower. What makes you think... Come on. Of course I saw that. Of course I did. Come on. You know me. I always notice. Okay, okay. I might not have. Okay, fine, fine. I want to get a bit better angle for that one. Okay. That's 8 torpedoes on this one. If I check the kamikaze, only has 6. Yamikaze only has 6. Yamikaze has 5 3.5-inch guns though. A lot of smaller firepower. This one would give me quite a punch against capital ships. With a 6.2 kilometer range on the torpedoes. But the rest of the firepower will be limited. I'm not sure I like that idea. Of course, having heavy torpedo boat destroyers is what I will be going for. But let's see if we can modify her a bit. Let's get rid of that torpedo. Can't move you. Okay. Was worth a try. I could in theory place another gun here, maybe, but we already have a 4 weight offset, so rather not. Rather not. If I move this torpedo forwards and move the engines backwards and the main bridge backwards. In terms of weight distribution, it might be better this way. Somewhat. What's the max armor we can get? 0.6. That is like shite. There's no way to properly balance this, is there? 3-inch guns. Well, the 3-incher doesn't help much either. 3-inch battery. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it. Not really seeing right now how to balance her better than this. And an 8% weight offset is pretty substantial, really. Can't really place any guns here either at this section here. That's kind of sad. Okay, if I make you smaller. Come on. Let's move you further forwards. Go away. Okay, I could do that, but then I wouldn't really need that barbette anymore. Unless I do it like that. So, 1,023 tons. Yeah, that looks okay. What's the flash fire chance? Flash fire 9.8%. 8.6. Okay. If I drop the minesweeping equipment. I can at least do that. And we can armor up the turrets. At least a bit. Now, the turrets themselves, they have 11.3 kilometer range. It's pretty okay. I mean, we won't fight at that range overall. So I might as well bring the length of the guns down. 8 kilometer range. Yeah. Giving me a bit more room to work with. This 3-incher, 9 kilometer range. Huh. Okay. 8.99. Yeah, that works. Damn it. I really want that. Yeah, that hardly saves anything. Okay, let's bring gun armor down again. There we go. But we got, pardon me, 172% on the engine efficiency. Of course, a very efficient engine has some advantages, like this. Really fast, plus 20% cruising speed, operational range increase. Very useful. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. Just a very efficient engine. I mean, sure. 30 knots, 10,000 nautical mile range. Let's jump to Yamakaze. How far can you go? $18,000, okay. So this new one is shorter range. Only 7 million though, 7.7. That's, in that case, it's more or less equal to this one. Also more or less equal in terms of tonnage. Quite different firepower though. A lot of torpedoes. Let's get 12 built immediately. That'll be a nice flotilla, I suppose. And once we sign a peace deal, there we go. Excellent. I mean, we could take Germany. Not interested in the colonies, really. Italian warships. We could take Littorio. Tell me, are these San Andreso, Grand Alessandro, pardon me. We could take those, or what we could do is grab these destroyers, leave them the battleships. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 destroyers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6. Which is good. 6 Italian destroyers. Finances. Okay, transport capacity is being worked on. Crew training. Let's bring you down immediately. Two months for the new cruisers that we can build. Now, Italian destroyers. 34 knots. Let's view the design. Yes, this is the little bugger that annoyed me. But we can refit you. Oh yes, very small, very small. Let's get a new... Hold on. Hold on. What engine did you have? Turbines, right? Did I see turbines? I saw turbines, yeah. I'm gonna leave them at turbines then. Am I gonna leave them at turbines? Funnel capacity 15%. Yeah, 120 HP per engine ton. 28, yeah, I'm gonna keep them at turbines. I think. Crop 1 armor. Italian tech is not bad. Not bad at all. Very good mine laying equipment as well. Engine efficiency was horrible though. Mark II 4.1 inch guns. That's a bit... yeah. But seeing the weight... oof. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it as it is then. Very short range. And at least they feel like they're mine now. And torpedo range, of course, has increased due to this upgrade, so it's useful either way. Engine efficiency is still a bit lowish, but... eh? What, are they all damaged? No. Excuse me. There we go. Upgrade all 6 of them. Delete the original design. Okay. Excellent, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent. Now, let's work on recovering our economy. let's work on redesigning our fleet pretty soon, because we got our heavy cruisers coming up in like a turn, I believe. And I think it's time to say goodbye to our torpedo boats. Ooh. Yeah, we can use extra money, that never hurts. -5 unrest, -3 will suffice. Okay, one turn. One turn, my friends. And then we get the large cruiser, and I think that is, well, a somewhat dreadnought-ish cruiser, if I recall correctly. Maybe, one way or another, maybe it's a good thing to start cleaning up my old heavy cruisers. Don't have a lot of heavy cruiser designs, but the Yomaris, we still got someone who is not upgraded. Let's do upgrade him just to be on the safe side as we hit end turn. Yeah, of course I'm gonna blame China. Large cruiser, large armored cruiser. Let's quickly take a look. Dutch, yeah, sure. Gotta check the designs first. Gotta see the holes. Oh, that's a battle cruiser hull. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna immediately scrap our heavy cruiser fleet. Complete scrap, complete rebuild of our fleet. To celebrate our imminent victory, let's also scrap the torpedo boats, shall we? Shall we mothball them and see if anyone wants to buy them first? Yeah, let's do so. Gonna keep the destroyers, obviously. For now, I'm gonna keep the light cruisers. Heavy cruisers. All of them. Mothball. Then let's go to the fleet status window. All ships that are not mothballed. We'll go to limited control. Let's see, plus 31 million. And nice. So, ship designs. Ship designs, ladies and gentlemen. New design. Let's see what we can make. I want 2 new heavy cruiser designs. To begin with, I want a very small one. Maximum range though, 24 knots. Okay. Induced semi-oil, please. You got a rangefinder, so I'm gonna add you. Okay. What's the difference between these two? Okay, just some plain buffs, but not engine efficiency. But 80% engine efficiency is fine, in my opinion. At least for this ship. The Izumo. And my Izumos will get centerline guns. 11 inchers. Although, am I gonna make this an 11-inch gunboat? No. No, no, changed my mind. Changed my mind, ladies and gentlemen. fit, at least not in the... Well, maybe it will fit if I mess around a bit. Hold on. Way. Can you still move? No. Now you should be able to. Let's tighten that up. Well, we could get 2 of them, but then we don't need that barbette. Instead, then I suppose this barbette will suffice. I mean, then we can do 2 guns in the front, 3 in the aft. That is some nice firepower. Secondary guns, Mark III, Mark II, Mark II, Mark II 5-inch guns, but we also got casemates. Let's add a casemate battery. That'll work. Also, we still need to do this. Ooh, that saves a lot of room. I do want you. Dunite, Cordite, Standard, Capitalistics, Increased HE. Let's get some barbettes, because I have the feeling... Flash fire chance, 28%. Ouch. 25%. We can get that because why not? Let's not add a radio to you. I want a 7-inch and... Okay. 8-inch. Yeah. 7-inch. That's better. Okay. This will be our mainstay. Heavy cruiser. Safe design. Now, besides Izumo, I want another large armored cruiser. Can we go 500? Yeah, we can. I think that's more or less the maximum we got. Yeah, 13,500. Mini-me, comma. And Mini-me will get the 11-inchers. She will be my pocket battleships. Let's do something like that. Front tower, aft tower. Ooh, hold on. We can't get away with that. Can we? No! We can't. Oh, that would have been fun to have you placed like that. I mean... What does that do? Well, besides not working, but that's beside the point. Huh. Interesting, but let's not. is a bit overkill, isn't it? We can't do that on the front side, can we? Would be fun. I mean, we wouldn't need battleships with these monstrosities, but let's not. Oh wow, you actually fit on? Ooh. Interesting. Okay, hold on. I gotta try it, people. I mean, oh my god, I can fit that barbette there. Can't really fit the gun there, though, unless maybe... Okay, challenge accepted. Moving things ever so slightly. Can we get a complete fit? No. But it's enough. It is enough, ladies and gentlemen. We get 4 11-inch guns on this monstrosity. 22 knots. Let's make it 24 knots, like the Izumo. So they will be equally fast. I do need anti-flood, and I do need a rangefinder. Stereoscopic one, please. Let's stick with ballistite. Max AP shells. Okay. Oh, I like this. I got a good feeling about this ship. Let's bring the crew quarters down. I do want to add a radio to you. Not gonna bother with the casemate guns. Instead, you will get a small 4-inch battery, like so, as secondary armament. After all, the ship is not built to fight small enemy ships. This will be a ship designed to help beat up the big girls. Yes, sir. There we go. This is gonna be fun. Let's go with heavy shells. Let's go with heavy shells. Enhanced reloading. What did we create? 21-kilometer range. Plenty of ammo. Barbette 1. Not great. 48% flash fire chance, but I'm willing to take that. I'm willing to take that chance on this ship. We're not going to build a lot of them anyway. Maybe 2, just like the other 11-inch cruiser. But yeah, these 2 ships will be my mainstay for my new heavy cruiser fleet. In terms of speed, how do they do? 24 knots is pretty good. Only the destroyers and the newest light cruiser being faster. And of course the newest battleship design that I'm not going to use. In fact, I'm going to delete it straight away. I built that off screen. Well, broken screen, but I think it's more fun if I don't use it. I mean, you haven't seen me build it, so let's just pretend it was never there. Okay, I want to build 2 11-inch gun cruisers to begin with. And where the hell are you? That's the Iwate, pardon me. There we have it, Izumo. Start building 3 of you. Let's get a new dockyard built. And let's hit the end turn. Let's see if someone wants to buy my old ships. Greece wants a new one. No. India failed to gain control over Pakistan. Italy, pardon me. Yeah, nice try, but you kind of lack the ships for that. Talking about lacking ships, let's see, 4 months till the destroyers get built, 6 months for those light cruisers, 10 months for those heavies to clear out. Steam turbines. Very useful tech indeed. Now, transport capacity is almost back up to maximum. That is very good. As we continue skipping forwards until something happens. So I see you guys in a bit as we hit July 1912. So, a couple of turns later, it is now July 1913. My first heavy cruisers are about to be commissioned, the first 5. Besides that, not much has really happened. At least not for me, but let's do a quick jump towards Europe, shall we? First things first, England is about to be in a lot of trouble here in Asia. France is slowly taking over Arabia, the Germans doing, you know, German things. And Great Britain is, well, like I said, the Germans are doing German things. If you would play Hearts of Iron, you would understand. That's where you land, people. That's where you land. Yeah. Going nicely. Now, the Americas. Yeah, Costa Rica is in the hands of the US, but the US and Britain are at war currently. And Great Britain, people are nibbling away at Great Britain currently, which is fine by me, honestly. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm losing a lot of money right now. That's because I'm building a big dockyard. But, oh, there we go. First heavy cruisers came off the line. Ready for service. 2 11-inch gun cruisers and the rest being normal 8-inchers. And hello, Dreadnought 2. Hello, main barrel triples. Yes, sir, this is gonna be fun. Ship design. That means, with that ship being unlocked, we can now also start getting rid of these battleships and replace them. Well, maybe not get rid of Iwami and Zuyo, but the Kaios. Replace the Kaios with a new, more modern battleship. I mean... oh, Dreadnought 2. Why, hello there. 26 knots is a bit much, it seems. Alright, let's drop off this battleship at 20 knots. And let's see what we can... What can we do with you? I'm actually going with this tower. Come there. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Two funnels, maybe? With induced turbines, we easily get there. Natural turbines as well. Neat. Okay. Main guns, centerline guns. We can have 6 guns on this ship. Reinforced barbette with a low profile. What are you? I don't know you. You're new to me. What are you? Explain, explain. A new barbette. I like new barbettes. That's what you get when you're not playing the game for a long time. Yeah. You can see stuff that is new. Now, let's see. We got 14-inch Mark IIs, 13 Mark IIIs. So I'm actually tempted to go with 13s. Maybe if I add another barbette on there. I mean, we still have room for 2 guns, so we're gonna get 2 guns. No. No. Oh dear. That's annoying. Barbette limitations. Well, we can do something like this, I suppose. This is a bloody monster. A monster, I tell you. And I like it. I like it. Prep armor. That gives me 10,000 tons to work with. 7,000 tons. Stereoscopic radio. Dunite, ballistite. Yes, we're gonna stay away from the cordite on this. Let's go with light shells. 23% flash fire chance. 20%. That doesn't help, but it does help. Something like that. Casemates. Let's go with my all-time favorites. 5.5s. Still have a bit of a weight offset though. Let's see if we can fix that at least to some extent. Oh, come on. That makes no sense. Neither does this. But the further we can bring the forward weight down, the better it will be. 22%. Okay. It's really a question of min-maxing here. A bit. Getting that for weight offset as far down as possible now. Before playing around with, you know, just adding, I don't know, 5-6% more armor to the things. We got the room for it, but I'd rather not. Okay, let's armor up those turrets properly. Sure. Secondary guns. I do want myself a 5-inch secondary battery. Oh, wow. Okay, these are 2-inch casemates, 3-inch casemates. Surprised these are casemate guns, but okay. Now, these barbettes should have positions for these 2-inch guns at the very least. Sadly, that is not the case. Kind of weird, really. I suppose they never got around to add that. There we go. Almost perfectly balanced. Stereoscopic range. We forgot to add the Citadel, but yeah, we can't even do that. Oh wait, maybe we can. There's no way we can fit a Citadel, though. Yeah, no. Okay, no Citadel for the time being. We'll add that in a later update on this ship. Fuji. I mean, Fuji is gonna set a new standard for heavy firepower in this campaign, I think. 18 barrels. I mean, just as a reminder, she is going to replace... Is it Iwami? No, it's not Iwami, but yeah, it also really shows the difference in ships here. Kaio. This is the one she's gonna replace. Yeah. I rest my case. Of course, it will be some time before we can actually build her. Our capacity is full, and building up the heavy cruiser fleet at least to, say, 20 heavies before the next conflict is the most important bit. Now, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to end this episode. I'm going to continue playing off-screen until we are ready for the next engagement, until my fleet is ready for action once more. I thank you very much for watching, and until then, I wish you all a very fond... Oh my god, Spain is gone. Farewell. Where the hell did Spain go?